Hi, and welcome to this Module 2 overview. So once again, I know that many of you have had difficulty with the Moodle platform. I actually did a little bit, of course, and I sent messages to the IB team, and they've told us that the system was really slow, and for some reason, some of you have a really hard time accessing the forums, for example, or the documents. So I wish everything goes as well as possible, as fast as possible, and that there's going to be a solution for that. I have been told that Firefox and Safari, Safari was the browser for Apple, would work best, so I've been starting using Safari myself. And the Firefox web browser is also available. I know that for some things, as when I register the students for the IB certificate, the only platform which loads well is the Firefox platform on Windows. So I wish we could use whatever platform we can, and I know that some of you have tried, like Grant, about all of these platforms. What I can tell you is that there still seems to be a problem on their part, so they are going to find, I hope, a solution as fast as possible. That being said, I'm going on. Of course, some of you will be late in the, I would say, assignments or the plan, which was to do one module per week, but if you do all of the module by the end of the workshop, it won't matter much. So I understand and I adapt, and I go back to the other modules to see what your progression actually. And I'm going also to send you a progression sheet a few times just to see what I've got so far. So if there is a mistake or something haven't loaded, so you will know and you can keep me informed. So I wish everything goes well. So for module 2, which is called building your MYP unit, it's like building blocks. We are trying to understand a few of the items which goes in the MYP unit, but for now we're not, well, you could, I've put in the MYP unit planner, which is blank, and the annotated one, but I'm not asking you to fill these out, because sometime going through the process you might change your mind. You might find that your first idea is not like the best ones, or perhaps, and doesn't matter really. The idea is to have as many ideas as possible. Often, as I would say to the students in their projects, I always ask them to do a brainstorm at first and to try to do some research and to understand things, and then they have many ideas from which they will select a few depending on their goal. And I guess that as teachers we do the same. We try to find a few ideas which we could do for the IB, and then we select one and we go through with that idea. So for now, keep an open mind. Perhaps the other participants will also give you ideas, and at the end, this is one of the goals of the collaboration between for the workshop, is to have as many ideas as possible. Since we have many participants, I'm hoping that at the end we can share what everyone has done for the unit plan, so that we have a lot of things to bring back to our school. So as far as the learning engagements are concerned, the first one is it's called the snapshot forum. What you will see, I've posted one, is to try to illustrate a concept, a topic, or a skill, which would go with the approaches to learning skills. So I've put one just to see, which would be the systems, the concept systems, because there is system between the trains and the metro and the buses. There's a system where everything is interconnected and there's dependence from one to another. And also it's a topic which is for the program which is called the extended mathematics, which are the networks. So that was just a way to illustrate it, and perhaps sometimes when we do that, it's a way to find ideas actually about how these topics and concept relates to real life. So that's one thing. Going back to module 2, learning engagement 2 will be the conceptual understanding. So you'll read about it in the module 2, building your MYP unit, and you'll try to relate to take a few concepts together, one key concept and two related concepts, and to have a bit of conceptual understanding. So you'll see, and I'll get back with that with you later. The learning engagement 3 is the statement of inquiry. Sometimes we say SOI, forum. So you'll try to bring your concept and to build a statement of inquiry. Keep in mind the topic or perhaps what you want to teach, because you are going to try to link these things, but perhaps the concepts which you will have explored is not related to the topic which you later decide to teach. So you can perhaps just go through it, have an overview of the module, so that you select a topic which you really want to explore more during the workshop. Then we are trying to do an authentic assessment, and you can use the grasped technique. So there is a few examples, and there is a template which you can use, and then you will understand that it clarifies the task and it makes it more meaningful to the students. And I really like that grasp idea. And then the reflection forum at the end, where you just describe the relationship between the summative assessment task, which you've described with the graphs, and the statement of inquiry, which is one part of the unit plan actually. So that's why we are doing it. And you'll see that you'll have a few of the boxes which will be filled with what you will have written from module 2, and we are going to go on in the next modules with that. So if you understand well, the module 2 and I would say the category 1 workshop for that part is more individual. You do your own work because you are building your own unit plan. However, feel free and please comment what others will have posted. If every one of you would post 2 comments onto other participants, then these participants would benefit a lot from what you have to tell them, and it's going to be better for them and for you. And at the end, as I said, of the workshop, I will suggest you strongly to share what you will have come up with in the Padlet, and I can leave it there for a long while. You can download what everyone will have created actually. Okay, so I hope it goes well and it's gonna help. One thing for sure is that building a unit plan is something which is mandatory. Sorry. To feel the standards and practices from the IB, and that you will have to do eventually do assessive tasks for each of the criteria. So of course that is a big part of our planning. So we try to keep it as meaningful as possible, and so that's the point of the activity, to understand how it can help the students. So thank you for listening, and I wish you have a good week, a great week, and trying to to do your work through that. I know it's sometimes difficult, and I hope most thing I hope most is that you don't have any more difficulty with the Moodle platform. Else I'll keep on putting pressure on my part so that they try to solve the problems. So thank you. Goodbye.